Всем доброго времени суток, с вами снова я, Ванючик. Сегодня мы продолжаем свои путешествия в мире Хогвартс. Давайте, загружаем наше сохранение. Последнее, вот оно. Я уже забыл, конечно, немножко, что мы там делали, но я думаю, вспомним. Тем более, это было пару дней назад. Так. А вот мы кошку гладили точно. Я совсем забыл. Уйди. Да. Да я тут. Кстати. Нам ведь что-нибудь типа вот такого. На превьюшечку, а? Вы только посмотрите. Так, ладненько. Котиков погладили. Давайте сходим. Почему бы и нет? Да, почему бы и нет?
He'll see it was a mistake.
Так. А, вот они.
Revelio.
Это не ко мне. И на том спасибо.
Glad you came.
Здрасте.
Hello, Zorona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgog?
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
Revelio.
Есть что-нибудь интересное, нет? Так. Карта мира. Ну, это вот сюда все фигня на самом деле. Долетим быстро. Ага. Ой, заданий-то, заданий. Себастьян. Интересно. Ну, давайте, чтоб не терять свою эту... Как это сказать? Внимание. Быстренько туда сейчас слетаем.
Revelio.
Есть подарки? А можно уже сесть на метлу? Нет? Жаль. Очень жаль. А тут? А за вот этим забором? За этим можно. А вот, да.
Who lived here, I wonder?
Вась,
Ah,
открывай.
Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprott?
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon Rookwood's played a hand in his disappearance.
100%.
Excuse me. Did you say something about Bardolph Beaumont?
I did. I don't think we've met. I'm Dorothy Sprottle. I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont's brother Bardolph, only he's gone missing. Rumour is he was seen in the forest practicing dark magic. Saw him myself near some ruins with Rookwood's lot I did. I fear he got himself into trouble with the Ashwinders, especially if he made them a promise he couldn't keep. I'd help search for him myself, but no one will risk encountering Ranrock's loyalists. They seem to be everywhere.
Why would Bardolph want to get involved with the Ashwinders?
Oh, he had a terrible run-in with Ranrock's loyalists. Changed him. He vowed never to feel powerless again. I think he sought the Ashwinders out to learn their secrets. Victor Rookwood, at least, seems somehow immune to Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think Bardolph may have simply run off?
No. Bardolph's run that shop with Claire his entire life. He'd not give it up for anything. He swore he'd be back in a fortnight. My instincts are that he's been held captive, or worse.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help would be appreciated. You might speak to Claire first. Perhaps she has some insights that I don't. I can tell you that Bardolph was last seen in the forest wearing a particular woolen jumper, one that Claire knitted herself. Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her.
Так, и еще раз мы с тобой
Hello,
говорим.
Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect hawk lumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some hawk lumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting hawk lumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather hawk lumps and collect the box of letters there.
Sirona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
Goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. charming, good head on her shoulders, taking care of everyone. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year, all buzzing about, practicing charms. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius in the garden. Learned it all from her muggle parents, if you can believe it.
Do you remember anything about the letters you put in the box?
Oh, of course. A few letters from some of her school friends. Some nice memories. I even included a letter Serona had written to me when she was staying with us. Thought she might enjoy reading it. I know when I read writing from my youth, I'm always astonished at how much I've changed, and yet remain the same.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those hawk lumps. I and the vendors I help would greatly
Я
appreciate
тебе их
it.
принес уже. Что ей надо? Так, ладно, я сейчас секундочку перерыв сделаю. Вы этого даже не заметите. Так, мы с вами продолжаем. Конечно, для меня это было довольно долго. Но... Так. Блин, давайте все вспоминать, да. Забота о брате. И... Карту смотрим. Давайте вот это сходим, сделаем. Тут вон еще одно задание есть.
Revelio.
Но нам, наверное, не до него. Да нет, я примерно понимаю, что там за задание. Я хотел... Ну ладно.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned. Revelio.
Все пригодится.
Spiders. Not worth the trouble if you ask me. Legs are far too brittle.
Ха. Неудачники. Войти. Реально
Still need to visit the cave to find Zerona's box of letters. Perhaps I'll find more hawk lumps while I'm there. Better have a look around. See about the hawk lumps and the box of letters. Revelio. That's all the hawk lumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased. Confringo.
Ну, караси плавают. Стоять.
Lumos.
Офигеть.
Confringo.
Чуть меня не убили.
Revelio. Confringo.
Revelio.
Ну нет.
Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether.
Так. И, наверное... Наверное, вот это.
Confringo. Confringo. Incendio. Places. Conspulso. Confringo. Protego.
Да, кнопка.
Confringo. Incendio.
Да ты да.
Confringo.
Давай уже. Ко мне.
Confringo.
Контрол.
Confringo.
Не, я не могу понять, почему. Что с контролом?
Confringo. Confringo.
Should think they felt that in London.
Диана. Отлично, Симин.
Revelio. Confringo.
И силки дурацкие.
Revelio.
Мне самому отвар этот понадобится. Белочки.
Revelio.
This must be Sorona's box of letters. I should take this box of letters to Sorona. She'll be glad. I think that's everything. Sorona will be glad to have this back.
Нет,
Revelio.
я еще не на выход. А вон туда. А я хочу. Да, это тут залазить можно. Так, нет. Тут надо похитрее чуток.
Confringo.
Ну. Я действительно не знаю, что сегодня с игрой.
Revelio. Revelio.
А тут что? Кроме карасей.
Revelio.
Почему с этого входа сразу не зайти было, а? Ну я не понимаю. А, Ольска. Хитрые жуки. Такс. Не хочу. Всё. По заданиям это какой левел? Уровень нам нужно иметь 17-й, да? Да нет, наверное. Я хочу вот это потом выполнить. Но пока вот сейчас сходим в Коксмит. Вот сюда.
Taking down that troll in the village circle. You said...
Hello, Sorona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hall clumps for her Wiggenwell potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
Не хочу
I'm
спрашивать.
glad I could be of help. Mrs.
Интересно.
Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aidan. Thank you, again, for helping her. And for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
Так. А мне Сейчас задание вот это карта мира. Ага. Ну, идемте, отправляемся. Наваляем сейчас всем бандитам. Лишь бы троллей не было. Не люблю. Так. Не люблю я троллей.
You're gonna regret coming here.
Я думал, до них долетит. Как я тем сверху наковальней по голове. Бабах, они даже и не поняли. Не обязательно тут через лагерь проходить, да? Да. Сейчас пойдем наваляем еще этим неудачникам.
Incendio. Places. Confringo. Incendio.
Гори.
Revelio.
Коморы ко мне. Так. Иду я тут. Телефон достал. Я не помню, что это за задание, поэтому ничем помочь ни себе, ни вам не смогу.
Could this be Mr. Oakes' campsite?
Wonder how long I'm supposed to do this for.
Ranrock's loyalists, just ahead. Can I take them by force or be
Another human.
А, 101-й. А,
Confringo.
You can't stop us.
Places.
I don't think you're so losing your stride.
Incendio.
горите, гады.
Easily found.
Мерзкие.
Oh, that was meant for me.
Places.
A miss.
Confringo.
Was that your best? I've been fighting since before you were born.
Places. Confringo.
Упал.
Kill spells glance off of me.
Ну что? Всё, у меня перезарядка.
Confringo.
Prepare to surrender now.
Now to find out what happened here. Adelaide said that her uncle kept notes of his trades, maps. Perhaps these landmarks will lead me to him.
Я чуть не по... Типа река.
Mr. Oakes' trade journal.
Revelio. Confringo.
Давай, давай, давай.
This looks intriguing.
Ага, очки получили. Жалко, не легендарные, за них больше денег дадут.
Revelio.
Текс. Надо использовать карту. Так, давайте посмотрим вообще, где у нас река бежит. Ага, ага. Во. Похоже, вот тут где-то, да? Инвентарь. И кусочки. Ага, вот она. F. То есть... А, нет. Я так понимаю, это вот он лагерь бандитов, где мы находимся. По реке вниз. Рядом с развалинами. Вот куда-то, да? Это значит, я так понимаю, вот тут, что ли? Ну, я так понимаю, да. И по карте смотреть, что на этой стороне лагерь. Там куда-то сюда. Давайте попробуем пройтись. Мне уже стало очень интересно.
A rock formation. That's the first landmark on this map. Now to find the crooked tree.
Верно? Я это задание, видать, пропустил, когда сам проходил.
A crooked tree, just as the map said. Crumbling tower shouldn't be far from here.
Revelio.
Так, ну-ка, он сказал. Разрушенная башня. Мне кажется, я далеко ухожу. А нет, вон оно. У тебя здесь есть где-нибудь?
And the crumbling tower. The spot on the map should be directly south of here.
Югу от них. Можно я пробегу? Вот сюда. Премного благодарен, Кафу. Не замечать меня. Так. Отлично.
What do we have here?
One less human to worry about.
Places. Confringo. Revelio.
Дай подарок.
I may have more luck higher up in the keep.
Не хочешь сюда
Trouble's
зайти?
brewing.
Confringo. Glacius.
Кто? Кто ножи мечет?
Glacius. Confringo.
You can't stop us. Your acrobatics easily done. Pity, not quite.
Confringo.
Oh, that was meant for me.
Glacius. Confringo.
You won't stop me.
Короче, вы мне надоели.
A ladder. That's what I need.
Glacius. Confringo. Revelio.
Нет, не хочу.
Who is it?
Что надо? Смотри, как я буду сейчас твоему другу наваливать.
Incendio. Confringo.
Что с тобой? Передумал? Ну, я бы тоже передумал.
Revelio.
Ладно.
This is the spot on the map. I'd best have my wits about me.
Was that your best?
Protego.
Трифика тоталом хотел его.
Tell your
Прости. Нет, не прощи. Не за что просить прощения. Второй тоже
Stone
отлично.
walls do a prison make sometimes.
Revelio.
Not the best.
Я даже не успел.
What will we find in here?
Я даже не успел понять.
Punishment to us all to have that
Да
miserable...
я.
Cut you from shoes to shadows.
Прошу прощения.
I shall avenge you.
Вас слишком много.
Confringo.
Прошу прощения. Подарок.
Glacius.
Постой пока. Сейчас у меня все перезарядится.
Repulso.
И вот этим. Всё. Жив еще?
Confringo.
Жаль. О, я придумал. Плохо придумал.
It looks as though Adelaide's instincts were spot on.
Revelio.
F.
Alohomora.
А если я не знал бы Алахамуру? О. Вот те раз.
Confringo.
В тюрьме тут заперт, что ли, был?
Repulso.
Прощай.
Ranrock has fooled you all. To your demise. Revelio.
Но он реально был тут заперт на замок. Раб.
A human's word is worthless. This prisoner owes us the metal we were promised.
Confringo.
Ooh, this shouldn't take long. No!
Трогайте меня.
Repulso.
Вот я применил, жалко.
Incendio.
Fight about as well as a pumpkin.
Confringo.
I won't rest.
О, дай.
No! I will
Confringo. Repulso.
Boiler door. How to open it?
just here.
Confringo.
I won't rest.
Incendio. Glacius. Repulso.
I will make you pay.
I shall avenge your death.
Confringo.
You can't carry me up.
Выше, вот.
Surely you can see that. You won't get away with that.
Confringo.
Во-первых, так.
Repulso.
Во-вторых, так. Нет, вы видели, какой наглый? Сразу побежал наверх. Кто
Revelio.
может слабых обижать? А с равным себе противником не может. Точнее, какое я им-то? Я лучше их, выше их. Я не понимаю, что мы тут ищем, ну ладно.
Confringo.
А, вон проход. Ага.
What's down there?
Кому подарки?
Quiet enough.
Compulsor.
I won't rest until you're dead.
Glacius. Confringo.
Destroy.
Че вы такие мерзкие, гадкие?
Confringo.
You can't stop us.
Glacius. Compulsor. Confringo. Glacius. Confringo.
A miss.
Спасибо.
Revelio.
М?
Hello? Mr. Oakes?
Или я тут был?
Here, they've taken my wand. This cell has an enchanted lock. I have experience with these locks, but I need my wand if I have any chance of opening it. Look for a boiler door. I've heard them speak of it.
I need to find Mr. Oakes' wand. Where could it be?
Назад вернуться немножко. Сейчас вернемся. И наваляем им. Да, заодно заберем наш сок.
Revelio. Compulsor. Revelio.
Что-то с этой дверью сделать ведь надо, да? Что-то несложное.
Confringo.
Open the door.
One way or another, we'll get what we're owed. An intruder! I should have been
А босса-то я и не заметил.
Compulsor.
You won't get away with that.
Прошу прощения. Кого-то прикончу.
I will make you.
Incendio. Confringo.
This is where you will fail.
Glacius. Incendio.
I won't rest. One less human to worry about. Are you sure?
Confringo. Incendio.
Еще один.
I will make you.
Готов.
What an unfortunate end for you.
Places. Confringo.
I won't rest. Dead.
Pity. Incendio. Places.
Что, неудачники?
Explain the stench.
Confringo.
Stop avoiding me.
Places. Confringo. Places.
Ну что?
Compulsor. Confringo. Incendio. Places. Confringo.
Вы вправду думали, что сможете меня победить?
This must be Mr. Oakes' wand. Perhaps
Подарочки.
now he can set himself free.
Отличненько. Так. Ой, нам уж пора завершать. Сейчас мы выйдем из этой пещеры.
Pass me my wand. I can't get out of this.
Ай,
damn
быстрей,
cell.
быстрей.
It's my last hope. Please. My wand. Oh, thank Merlin. Thank you.
You did it! I found my wand and... Wait, you're a student? Oh, we must get you to safety immediately. It's dangerous.
It's all right, Mr. Oakes. I've dealt with these goblins before.
Dear Merlin, you're either very lucky or very talented. Well, how did you find me?
I'm a friend of Adelaide's. She was worried about your business with Ranrock's loyalists.
Oh, she was right to be. I couldn't go through with the agreement, and when I told them, I ended up blindfolded and behind bars. Been locked in that infernal cell for so long, they'd forgot I was even there. I overheard things. If only I could reward you for what you've done. Blasted goblins stole every canut on me. All I can say is thank you, truly.
You mentioned you overheard things.
Sad tale, really. I think I know where Ranrock's unfortunate vendetta against wizardkind began. Although dragon breeding was outlawed by the Warlocks Convention of 1709, Ranrock stumbled upon an illegal dragon camp. He was young, found the creatures fascinating. He'd visit the camp in secret whenever he could, never making his presence known. After weeks of sly surveillance, he finally summoned the courage to speak to the wizard in charge. Ranrock wanted to join them, and the creatures. The wizard happened to drop his wand. Ranrock saw an opportunity. He picked it up, went to hand it back as a means of introducing himself. The sight of a goblin with a wand sent the wizard into an instant rage. He beat Ranrock nearly to death. Ever since, Ranrock has despised wizardkind, sees us all as cruel.
Am I right that you speak gobbledygook?
Unbeknownst to Ranrock's fiends, I do. I've always had an affinity for goblin culture. Knew I wanted to be a metal trader ever since I was a lad. It wasn't easy learning the language. It's complex, and my memory's as weak as my knees these days. But after decades working with fine goblin folk, I grew fairly proficient. At least, I'd like to think so.
I'm grateful I was able to help you, Mr. Oakes. Adelaide thinks the world of you.
Oh, and I her. She's become quite savvy to my trading habits, always analysing my detailed owls. If only I hadn't resorted to trading with such fiends. A lesson I shan't soon forget. Having my wand back is like being reunited with an old friend. I must return home and inform Adelaide of my safety. Will you be all right?
I'll be fine, Mr. Oakes. You get back to Adelaide. I assure you, her worries outweigh yours.
Oh, I'm anxious to see my dear niece. And then I plan to travel far from here for my next round of trading. Thank you. May life reward you justly for your deeds. Be well, my friend.
Пока-пока.
Revelio.
Mr. Oakes was lucky. Ranrock's lot would never have freed him.
Да, все, мы заканчиваем тут. Ага. Это, конечно, самая странная пещера. Что я когда-либо проходил. А вон нам наверх. Потому что нас не выводят из нее.
Revelio.
Все, она пуста. Как это бывает обычно. Ну ладно. Так. 56 минут уже запись идет. Конечно,
Revelio.
можно и тут вот по это. Ну. Может, мы когда-нибудь сюда и вернемся. Сейчас, я думаю, нам... Ну, где завершим? А давайте. Хогсмине. На площади.
Revelio.
Теми масок не видно? Не видно. Давайте сделаем сохранение. Вот так. Сегодня 1 апреля. Площадь Хогсмида. Ручное сохранение. Ладненько, всем спасибо за просмотр, подписывайтесь, ставьте лайки, не забывайте про комментарии. Ну а я с вами прощаюсь ненадолго. Всем пока-пока.